That's not a great one.
All right, Eddie dudes. Eddie, welcome. Welcome back, sorry.
Thanks for having me back.
No worries,
Happy
dude.
New Year.
Oh, yeah, Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you do for New Year's?
Huh?
What'd you do for New
I
Year's?
just hung out with my kids. I was back in Houston.
You were back in Houston?
Yeah, I went back right before Christmas.
Pull the mic up just a bit more there. There you go. What's the Houston connection again?
Huh?
What's the Houston connection to you? You're not from there.
No, I'm not from there. I moved there in 05.
05.
Yeah.
And there was just the flood. Did they recover from the flood yet?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It was pretty bad though. Like, it was like I've never seen it like that before. Like, it was crazy to where like my kids were scared.
So you were down there not during, but like probably either right after?
Actually, it happened during the Big 3 training tryouts.
Oh, shit.
I was in Vegas. I wasn't even in Houston.
Oh.
And it happened while you were gone.
Yeah, it happened
and then you
when
had
I
to
was
come
there.
back to it.
Yeah, I seen
That's
it on
terrifying.
the news, and like it was like
That just gave me a shitty feeling, man. That would
That
suck.
was crazy. So, you know, I couldn't even be with my kids at that time because I was there traveling.
Was the airport shut down?
Shut down. No flights.
How long did it take for you to get back to
The
Houston?
airport was underwater.
Imagine that feeling.
Planes and shit, everything underwater.
No, that's why I said I just got the feeling, and I wasn't even anywhere near connected to it.
Actually, this is another flood story. Were you playing in New Orleans when the flood happened?
No, I was playing in Charlotte when that flooding happened in South Carolina, because a few of us had went down on a private jet on the GM.
Yeah.
Bob Shin's private airplane. That was my first time ever being on a private airplane.
I love how you just know. He asked you where were you, and you're like, I was here doing this.
You know what I'm saying?
That's sick.
You know, they took a few players down there. Obviously, we went down there to, you know, try to
help.
Yeah, and first time on a private jet was crazy to me.
How does it work with security on a private jet? Do you have to go through how do you?
No, it's weird because like it's not like an airport. It's small, right? It's like real small. So basically, you just check in at the front desk, and they tell you when your plane's about to pull up, and they give you the wing number.
So it's like a drive-through. Just cars just come through, and like your private jet.
They come take your luggage. They tell you we about to refuel, and then we're off. And then like the pilots, they're the ones that put your bags on there.
But does anyone look through your bag?
No bag check.
Yeah, well, there you answer a bunch of questions. But anyway, I was gonna say,
T.I. and all of them got caught up, right?
Well, yeah, like if I don't know.
I was just gonna ask, is the private jet airport like in the same spot as most airports, or they got their own spot?
It's like off to the side.
Yeah.
Like
I hear you.
It's near. It's like,
dudes, pull the mic out just a little bit. Sorry. Yeah.
It's like near the airport.
That's sick.
Some of them have their own private location though, because it's small, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Piece of land or something, right?
Well, yeah,
land
just in case.
And so we left Charlotte, and I'm sitting on this jet like, this is the smallest little plane I've been on.
Did you have to duck when you walked in the plane?
Yeah, small. It's real small,
What
right?
do you mean? Probably has to duck most places.
How tall are you?
6'9".
Oh yeah, you have to duck.
Right. So.
Holy fuck.
How do you fly commercial? Like your feet?
I have to have exit row.
So how do you do?
And I'm paying. And another thing, I'm paying for that now. Like back in '99, it was just a matter of who can book it first. Now it costs me my travel fare plus leg room. If I don't have leg room, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, you can't.
Man, your knees be up over the top of the other seat.
Like sitting in like just a regular chair, and there's no way I could do that.
How does it work in the NBA with the planes? Do they have
every seat is first class?
But you have leg room, so you're set.
Yeah,
well, you don't think the NBA team's playing for their team to be 7 feet?
There's stewardess, there's food, liquor, candy bars, everything. Shit, it's just everything's top shelf with that league.
Maybe you could tell me. It's a rumor. I'm pretty sure it's true. But did Michael Jordan used to smoke cigars on the plane whenever he traveled? I heard like even when he played for Chicago, if they were taking a road trip somewhere, he'd just light up a cigar on the plane. Did you ever hear anything like that?
I'm pretty sure he did.
He can do whatever he wants.
Jordan, right? I told you about the stories when he was late for the games. The police guided him downtown.
Did you hear that, dude?
If that happened, I'm sure he lit a cigar on the plane.
They let him do what he wants, man.
That's Mike.
Well, he owned the Wizards when he played for them. So of course he can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
he owned the coach. He had the coach's salary. Like he was paying the coach's salary. He goes on when he wants. He comes off when he wants.
Only car you see in Chicago with all the windows tinted, even the front one.
Why is it not allowed?
No, that's illegal.
Is it?
You can't drive with the tint like that.
Is there like a certain degree of the tint, or you just can't have tint
Yes,
at all?
The front window?
Well, I knew
No,
that.
not
The
at
front
all.
window, yeah, I
You
know
what
that.
mean? Like,
But you
that's
don't
what
want
I'm
him to be
saying.
seen, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't see in there. All his cars was like that.
That's crazy.
You can tint the front
Because
window.
I remember after my buyout, you know, I was working out with Tim Grover.
Yeah.
That's Jordan's top, you know, guy, right?
Yeah.
And I just see Mike pulling up in something different every day, blacked out. I'm like, how is he riding around like that?
This guy, you know it's him, but you can't
Black out
prove it
my
'cause you can't
front
see him.
windshield. You're not Michael Jordan. What are you doing?
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. Yeah.
It's just you're like there's people that are above the law.
Yeah, above the law. Yeah.
You said
get
that
it.
you party with Michael Jordan a couple times in the club, right?
Yeah.
So when he walks in the club, do all eyes go towards him? Like, does the music stop?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're used to, you know, having his presence, right? So I'm pretty sure it was like that at first, but
Yeah.
you know, he's been there for years by the time I got to Chicago, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but it was crazy. It's like Club Estate was the club he hung out at.
Club Estate.
Estate, right? And it had 2 levels. You got the regular club, then you got the Michael Jordan club.
Jesus.
Up
The
top.
takeover upstairs, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? The girls at.
They'll be coming.
First time I went to the club, I saw him in there, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, where are the girls at? Oh, we upstairs. Go upstairs, it's a totally different scene. No, but niggas downstairs. The girls, what's going on? Oh, Mike got all the girls upstairs. Everybody upstairs.
There's no one downstairs.
Nobody's downstairs.
There's a
but
bunch of
You
dudes.
know what I mean? The dudes who can't get up there.
Yeah.
Got to have a certain qualification to get up there.
And obviously the girls
Everybody's
aren't
not
staying
allowed
down
up
there.
there.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
Right.
Above the law, hey?
You know,
I wish
yeah.
I was.
Nuts.
Be nice. You see it with all kinds of like professional athletes, you know what I mean? Like you see a scandal or something like that, and then all of a sudden like nothing, right?
Right.
The league just handles it or whatever.
Yeah, you get paid.
Yeah.
Well, Tiger Woods, like the sex scandal with Tiger Woods was out for years, but he just kept paying people off. Like, hey, no, don't put this out. Don't put this out. Don't put this out.
And now he's loved again.
And now he's loved
that's
again.
that-
Well, as long as
yes.
you're winning, you're loved again.
Absolutely. And that's the whole mindset of people like sports fans, man. Like I don't want to call them crazy because I'm like that too. I'm a sports fan. I get hyped for games. I get sad for games. You know what I mean? I feel
Yeah.
like I'm part of the team half the time, but
Yeah.
people just get so like narrow-minded on it that it just takes over their lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Did you have trouble with that when you became a celebrity essentially when you're in the NBA?
No,
People
I-
start treating you different. Did you ever have trouble with that?
No, I mean, I stayed the same. I always did, like, you know, what I wanted to do, like, but not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I still was a gentleman.
Yeah.
And I never put myself like I was higher than the next person, even the guys that I hung around.
Yeah.
If I got it, you got it.
Yeah.
You know, if I meet you eat, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we doing, you
Yeah.
doing it too. You ain't just gonna be set out on the side like that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But that's just how I grew up.
But there's definitely guys that start making that money and they change who they are as a person.
I'd say it's
yeah,
human
they turn
nature.
Hollywood. Oh yeah, they turn Hollywood.
Yeah, buddy, you see it with guys like our age that like just get a better job than one of their buddies, and all of a sudden they're acting a little higher and a little smarter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of Hollywood. Yeah, a lot of them niggas turn Hollywood.
Like I obviously can't comment on the millions of dollars and shit, but I mean I can't see how it wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you don't even have to be playing for the Lakers to turn Hollywood. You could just be in the NBA and
So do you
play
think
for Milwaukee.
in that scenario when you got a guy
No.
who's a guy who's turning Hollywood on you, right? Like, does that affect the team at all? Like,
I mean, just depends on what kind of person you are.
true.
But my,
You know what I mean? Because
yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Like when I was in Charlotte, I think one of the biggest things. I mean, that was why we won and why we were great is because shit, we all hung out. The whole team.
do you think that's
So with that comes a certain brotherhood, right? So now on the court,
Changes
I can
everything.
talk to you like that.
Like a brother.
And I know you ain't gonna take offense to it, because it's only for us to get better, us to win, us to accomplish what we're here to accomplish. But you got some guys that's sensitive, and you know certain people. Oh, you gotta watch how you talk. Nah, fuck.
Nowadays, for sure.
100. This is what it is. We don't got time to be soft and. Well, I don't want to hurt your feelings when I say this to you, but nah, say it like it is.
It sucks, eh?
You can't do nothing but respect that.
Do you think the fact
Because that's how it's going to be given to you from the head coach. They ain't bullshitting with you.
would you rather have a coach like that?
Coach Silas is not finna sit around and take you out of the game and then have you like and then don't put you back in the game and you don't know why.
True.
You're not gonna be sitting down there like, man, why I ain't going back? As soon as you come up, sit your ass down right here. Bah, 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 and I'm gonna put you back in. That you can't get no realer than that.
No, you can't. It's accountability at the same time.
You know what I'm saying? But that was my era though. It was real like that.
Can't do that now.
Like it was thugs in the league. You know what I'm saying? So it was the coaches that come from that bad boy era where the game was crazy physical. Like, so that's how they're going to explain the situation to you in that manner to where you get it. There's no beating around the bush. If you out there bullshit, you bullshit.
Down to the coach, to the leader, to the rookies.
That's what it is.
I love that though. I wish our world today was like that. You know what I mean? You can't say
when
shit.
I got to the NBA, that was another thing that was fortunate for my early success, was I had people that was going to tell me the real. Like, nah, nigga, you can't. You hit 10, but you gave up 10. Stop him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. The honest truth.
Yeah.
You sit there and wonder what you did, and then no one tells you. Then how are you going to improve?
Yeah. How you gonna be in your feelings?
Yeah.
This is the NBA.
Do you think that's the reason why guys like Kobe did so well? Because he told his teammates to his face what they're doing wrong and right. And same with Michael Jordan.
LeBron.
He was on his teammates.
That's what I mean. Like some can take it and some can't. Like, depends on what type of dude you are.
Dwight Howard can't take it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny to me how players can say, I can't play with him. What you mean? Why not? Y'all doing the same shit. You can't play with this person. Why not?
So give me a scenario where, like, maybe your career where there was a player that you couldn't play with. The whole team knew it. What goes down?
I never had that.
You never had that? Even in Chicago? Nothing like that?
Because it's bigger than that. We here for one purpose, to win. Mm-hmm. You know, I and team. This shit ain't about me. This shit ain't about you. It's about us. Like, we got to do this.
Because it's interesting when you're surrounded by guys that all have money. No one's really special because you guys all
we
are
all the same. Ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? You might have more. You might have more. You know what I'm saying? More like deals.
Yeah.
Endorsement deals. Like, you might be Jumpman. You might be Nike. You might be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it though.
Yeah.
It's true.
All-star, all-star status. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we don't judge, like, we didn't judge each other like that.
You should want the all-star on your team.
You know what I'm saying? We know who the all-star, it's not a secret. Like, somebody on this team is going to be better than somebody.
That's how it always goes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you're the best.
Yeah.
If you're not the Kobe's, if you're not the Iversons, can't be mad at them.
Yeah.
They're on a higher level than you, so shit gonna be different for them.
That's a good point, man.
That's what it is.
Great point.
Until you bust your ass and you learn how to get on that level, whatever they telling you, you gotta accept that. They ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. Why would they?
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if you try to be like Kobe, what is he doing? You might want to go hang out with Kobe. Try to be like Kobe. Go hang out with Kobe.
Yeah.
Go practice and work out with him and see what he's doing if you want to be on that level.
You ever done that?
Me? Nah. I never worked on my game. It was just raw. And I just watch and I can learn.
Which probably makes you a good coach.
I'm observing it. I'm detailed, right? So, that's how I was able to defend. I don't just watch. Like, once you get on that level of basketball,
that's God level.
It's not like, you don't, like, for me, I didn't just watch the game just because. Shit, you're scouting now. Now you're coming from a scouting standpoint to where, like, what? I mean, watch Kobe. Oh, he like to do this. He like to do that.
If
You're
I don't
watching
like
the
that.
game anyway, so you might as well look at it from a different perspective of learning how to stop somebody.
The game's evolving all the time too.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? It's scouting. It's live on TV.
It's good for coaching too, right?
Yeah.
If you're able to be detailed like that.
All basketball, girls, women's, all the games.
Yeah.
Any basketball that's on. Because you can always learn something.
We're the same thing with hockey, right? Like, that's the same thing. Once I stopped playing, I started, like, studying the game almost. When I was like, why wasn't I doing this when I was playing, right? Yeah. But I just love it so much. I'm the same thing. I'll watch women's, girls hockey. If I'm in the rink, there's a game on, I'll watch. If it's on TV, I'll chuck it on.
Exactly.
Did you ever watch yourself play on the highlights like the next day? Or do you just focus on the next game? Sports Center?
Yeah, that was kind of like me, Baron Davis, Ricky Davis. We had that high voltage thing. So we like, look, somebody got to make Sports Center tonight. You know what I'm saying? We had fun with this shit. Like, it wasn't no jealousy, it wasn't no hate. Like, shit, somebody got to be on Sports Center tonight.
And if they did, you
know
got
what I'm
hype
saying?
with
we
them.
had fun with the shit. Like, we got to make sure we get a crazy highlight.
Dunking on motherfuckers.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like and we rooting for each other.
Yeah.
Ain't no hating and shit. Like this hating shit nowadays. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
It
like players being like, "Oh, I want out of here because of this guy," and like,
Yeah, that's crazy to me, yo. Players are demanding trades.
Yeah, you're in a league that you've
That's
worked
crazy.
towards your whole life, and you're there, and now you're not happy. Can you imagine that? I would be.
Ball. Like, just
I'd have to say
ball.
a little bit
Yeah.
of it is the media, right? Too, right? Like that has a big effect on people. It has to, man. Like people blowing shit out of proportion and stuff like
you know how
that.
the media. That's what the media do, though.
That's what I mean.
like,
Awareness.
if you don't know that,
Did you get any media training when you went to the NBA, or do they just chuck you in there?
Yeah, you learn that from the rookie transition program.
What do they teach you?
They teach you all of that. They teach you about your money, about hanging out at night, girls, everything that you're finna concur during your stay in the NBA. We were there for 10 days.
No secrets.
The shit was from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day.
So is there-
They send girls to your room. You got to try to, nah, I ain't messing with you.
Is there girls at the hotel waiting for you on the road?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, right. You see, I thought there
No,
would be.
I was
No,
looking for
They actually sent girls to your room just like as part of the training.
no, like
Yeah,
groupies. Like
yeah,
would be
because
like
that's what happens. Like
Yeah, yeah.
you would be sitting in your hotel room and
It's part of the
No,
training,
chicks, right?
And you're like, no, sorry, I can't.
Yeah, so but they saying that's those are the type of thing that's gonna happen or might happen. So you have to learn how to, don't open your door and just you know what I mean? They teach you all that.
okay.
That's cool though.
Like-
No, people on the outside looking in would never know that there was a rookie transition program. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this rookie transition program, you have to you're in it until you complete it.
So how do you complete it?
Well, you have to be there the whole time. Don't go out.
Okay.
If you go out, you know what I mean? They send you home. Come back next year.
You know what I mean?
You got to keep coming back until
see
you
what you're
complete it, right? So it's like, why don't you just get this shit over with?
Yeah.
Could they hold it somewhere like Las Vegas or something, somewhere tempting or?
It was in Virginia.
What?
Yeah.
I would have thought like LA or something.
No, they ain't finna put you out there, shit.
That's what they test you.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
That would make sense too. But if they put you in a that would have been smart.
I bet you the failure rates would go up though if they did something like that.
somewhere where ain't shit happening, then
Yeah. It's
there's nothing tempting about that, right?
How else are you gonna prove yourself like more clearly than that?
Right.
Be in Vegas, I didn't go out.
Temptation around.
hypothetical. Let's say you're playing for Chicago. You fly into LA. You got 2 days off before your game. What are you doing in LA with your 2 days off? What's the team doing?
Boom.
Partying.
Really, 2 days before the game.
Yeah, it's a game.
Yeah, but it's a game.
Yeah, don't you get your rest? 2 days before a game.
2 days before a game.
Yeah, we gonna have practice.
You sweat it out.
Yeah, we gonna have practice, but yeah, man.
Then what are you doing after practice though? You're going to
You going hanging out, the mall, shopping.
Supper.
I ain't going to the movies.
Can't sit in the seats, eh?
Boo.
Can't sit in the seats.
Where was the hotel when you guys went to LA? Did you guys stay downtown LA or did you stay out in Hollywood?
We were in
Because the Staples Center is downtown.
Marina Del Rey.
Oh, so you're not even downtown. You're by the
right
water.
there. Yeah, Marina Del Rey, the Ritz right there.
That's by the practice facility, isn't it? Yeah.
Where was the worst, like the shittiest place you guys got put up in, like in a hotel?
There's no such thing.
Yeah, there's no such thing. These guys, it's not the Q.
There's
Cool.
no such thing. As
What a great- that's an even better answer.
The league, the NBA, no, we stay at the top of the shit.
You walk in every time and
Staying
go,
where
shit.
Trump's staying at.
They stay where Trump's staying.
Fuck
at.
Trump.
Trump International. That's what we stayed at in New York.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if
That's why I
that's
seen
changed.
Bobby Brown. Two white girls.
You saw Bobby Brown,
Not Bobby Brown. Rick James.
Rick James.
Rick James, bitch.
Yeah.
Rick James.
Yeah.
Two white chicks, he says.
That's the guy. So you guys are partying in LA 2 days before the game. Do you think it's like that today still?
Well, it's not hard partying. It depends. You know what I'm saying? It's more just fellowshipping, really. We gonna
You just
hang
like
out.
get a booth,
Yeah. We gonna hang out.
Drink some beers.
yeah, I guess.
Eat some
Pop
shit.
a few bottles.
Pop a few bottles.
Because you
Shit,
can.
ain't nobody gonna make sure everybody good. That was another thing. Like you would never see nobody fighting in the street after the. You know what I mean? It was more of like we looking out for each other. We hung out as a unit. Like
That's fair.
Yeah, so we could cuss each other out.
College, yeah.
So nobody else has
And
to.
we going to hang out after that. We can almost damn near fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's you gaining the trust, right?
I guess, yeah.
Well, you battle with the guy beside you. You're gonna have no problem battling the guy on the other end of the other jersey. You know what I mean?
I wanted to talk to you about reffing in the NBA. I know back when you played, there was a ref, Donahue, I think his name was. He got charged for Donahue.
I think it was Donahue.
Donahue. He got charged for betting against games. Did he ever ref any of your games? Do you remember?
I'm pretty sure he did.
And do you remember any times when you played that you're just like, this is ridiculous? Maybe.
No.
You know, like, because a lot of players seem, at least in today's day and age, that they're upset with the reffing in the NBA.
It's so crazy how like they react to every play. Like, dude, you fouled the shit out of dude. Like, it's so obvious. Like they cry about every call. NBA games are so long now because they cry so fucking much.
Yeah.
It's every sport.
Like when they blow the whistle, have you ever seen them blow the whistle and then be like, "You're right, take that foul, take that foul back"? You never saw that. So
You're
what
right.
do you blow the whistle? You fouled or you didn't foul?
You're right.
The game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Can't
look
change
at
the
all
call.
the times Iverson went to the hole and got beat the fuck up and didn't get a call.
I guess I just never watched basketball back then.
No,
They
me
can't
either.
catch every fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, can you
That's-
believe that? To catch everything? How many? We need 15 refs out here then.
One in every
15.
inch.
If you want to get it like that, like to where you want to catch everything, we need about 15 refs out here.
Couple in the crowd.
Because running up and down the court and moving around, they got to move and run around too and get on this side. Man, look, it's hard.
Yeah.
I don't even think I got a technical foul over something like that before.
You're not the type of guy to go after the ref, eh?
Never, no. For what?
That's good. Yeah, serious. Well, listen, I'm one of the guys that did that, so.
Yeah, you guilty, dude. Like, he blew the whistle. Foul on you. Go to the next play. What are you crying about?
Yeah.
I cried all the time to the refs, man. Every time. But
That's
once he just blew my mind there, I was like, shit, you know what? I never have seen the guy go, you know what? You are right. Come on to the penalty box. You're no penalty.
That's
It's
fine.
like, fuck.
I want to also talk about, I know we talked about this last time, but pregame shoot around and things like that. For hockey, it's a pregame skate. You don't really do much. You do run drills. But you said when you guys go to pregame, you don't do drills. It's literally just shoot around, then talk to the media, go home to the hotel, and then you sleep, and then you come back to the game.
Yeah, we break a sweat. We go through our offense. We dummy through stuff. We dummy through the other team stuff because you're trying to learn their plays as well, right? You got to know your stuff. And then in an hour, it's a recap of everything. And then you watch video of the plays they do. And they put signs on the board, such and such likes to do this. And it's just a bunch of studying, right?
So is it, I guess the question is for like the pregame, for the actual shoot around, because I don't really know what a basketball practice is like.
It's about an hour.
It's an hour?
Yeah.
And then for an actual practice, are you guys running drills, or is it flow motion, or is it defensive? Is it offense? Is it all in one? Because hockey, I guess, is a lot different than basketball. But like you said, let's say you have a practice a game before, the day before an actual game. You're just looking at the other team's defense. You're looking at the other team's offense, and then you're just anticipating off that.
Yeah.
I
I guess it depends on your ball club, right? So in Charlotte, we were a veteran team, so they weren't finna be bumping and grinding every day. It's a long season, right? Mm-hmm. You can't go hard every practice and then turn around and do that in the game, right?
Yeah.
So it just depends on. I know in Charlotte, we played a lot of 3-on-3, like maybe 5 or 6 games 3-on-3 conditioning. Just because of the veterans, right? We want them to maintain their
longevity,
be fresh, right? So if you're not doing much in practice, which we running through drills, we're playing a few, but it's not like a real long 2-hour bump and grind practice.
Yeah,
it's just to maintain, right? That's why we didn't have really no injuries my first 2 years in Charlotte.
What are some other keys of staying fresh for an 82 game season?
I mean,
like travel, like is it diet? Well, like what's the key to it? Sleep.
I ate. I ain't do nothing special.
You're just an all-around gifted athlete.
You know what I mean? We got a game. I make sure I get something to eat.
Every time I ask you, you're just like, I did nothing.
I just show up and it's game time. Like, I've been doing this forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
passion,
it's
bud.
really not nothing it's really not a big change. Like, it just depends on who you are. Like, if you're a heavier guy that like to eat, then yeah, you probably have a chef, and like LeBron, I'm pretty sure he got chefs and all that, nutritionists, and
he's got everything.
Nah, he ain't trying to cook for himself.
Everyone is different, right?
I remember I asked you the first time, I was like, what was your biggest transition going to the NBA? And you're like, psh, nothing. I went out there and did my thing.
I've been doing this forever, right?
That was one of my favorite episodes.
The stage has just changed, right?
That's all it is.
You were thankful to be there too, right? Like,
oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where some people are just like, I should have been here. Like,
man, once I really knew I had a chance to really do that, like I didn't, like, it wasn't my, like, elementary teacher, write down what you want to be. It wasn't the NBA. I promise you I didn't put that down.
No?
Do you remember what you put?
Yeah.
I have no idea what I put. It probably was some bad shit though. I already know.
It says nothing or something.
Some street shit probably, like bad shit.
Do you think
secret message?
Do you think you learned more about basketball playing on the streets of Michigan than you did actually playing organized basketball? Because it seems you get your grit from there.
Yeah, because it gives you like in my situation,
survival.
I always played against older guys. Right. And I remember going to teen club where there was probably ages like, 17 and up.
Teen club?
Yeah, teen club.
So it's just
this is what it was called back in the day, right? Teen club. So it'd be like kids like 16, 17 and up.
How old are you at the time?
Up to like 20s, right? Shit, I was in the 6th grade.
So how tall were you then?
They wouldn't let me play. They wouldn't let me play because I was too young. So I used to be in the gym. Just dribbling around, shooting on the side. But I was always watch the games because I'd be like, damn, the dudes be about to fight. But like it's serious like that. Like winning, like I saw how like winning was like
wow, what you had to do.
They fought for that shit, like because they didn't want to. Because the gym is so crowded. When you lose, you might as well just go home. Because it got to a point where you had to start signing in, and that's how they do the teams. You sign in, do the sign-in shit, because they didn't want people to pick this player, pick that player, and then shit, you winning all night, right? So you lose, you might as well go home. So I think the games just go to like 11. So if it's 10, it might take an hour for that next team to get to 11. Foul, like crazy, like because
big crowds and shit too.
Yeah, everybody's watching.
Do you remember the time where you were accepted by like the older group? Do you remember like a specific moment where they're like, all right, this kid Eddie, he knows what he's doing? Do you remember like maybe you dunked or something?
I think one time when they actually let me play because they saw me on the sideline because I used to just be watching, just was a fan of the shit, right?
How tall were you, by the way, when you
That's what I was going to ask.
6th grade?
6'8"?
I might have been, no, 6th grade I might have been, because I wasn't dunking yet. I could get up there.
But you couldn't dunk it.
I couldn't put it. I can get up there, but I couldn't turn it over and put it in, right? So
I know what you mean.
Maybe 6 feet, maybe.
6 feet?
I think I was about 6 feet.
That's it,
That's how tall I am now.
I'm not even.
Right. So what happened was that next summer, I was in the 7th grade. Like I was dunking by then. Like I was dunking, like I could do different shit and all that, right? So I went back to the same teen club, right? And they let me play. They didn't let me play yet, so I was like, man, I'm ready now. Like, come on, I can kill you. You know what I'm saying? I can kill y'all now. So what happened was one of my hood dudes, Charlie Swole, that's what we call him, right? Charlie Swole, big swole dude, right? He in the gym talking shit, right? He in the gym talking shit, we talking shit. So we ended up having a dunk contest.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm gonna do this. I was like, you go first. I'm gonna do the same shit you do, but better. Right? So that's how. So I beat him, obviously, in the dunk contest because I did everything he did better.
In the 7th grade.
So that gave me my stripe to get on the court. And shit, when I got on the court, it was over.
And then your life changed.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you dunked? 7th grade, you said?
In a real game?
Middle school, in a intramural game.
Was it a big moment in your life, or was like, all right?
I was like, shit, the happiest kid ever.
Did people go hype for you?
Finally dunked it. Like
people go wild?
Were there people there?
It was an intramural game.
Like in school?
Yeah.
Just like gym class.
Yeah.
Other teams shook. Your whole team's like, oh.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Whittier Middle School.
That's sick.
I still don't remember my first dunk.
That used to be a prison.
I remember
a prison.
Yeah.
Why was it a prison?
I have no idea.
What's in Detroit,
you know how and then what's crazy? How I found out is like I didn't find out until like 2005 when I went to Houston, right? When the Apple had just introduced satellite imaging
Yeah.
on the maps.
Yeah.
So I Googled this because I was telling my wife at the time about I was at my middle school used to be a prison. She was like, what? She was like, pull it up. So I pulled it up on the satellite. And then it shows the structure and what it was before it was even in what it was. And it was that.
It was an actual prison.
Yeah.
Did it feel like a prison when you went there?
No, not really. But it looked weird though. Like it had like the spiky gates all the way around it, and it was
like bars,
like a
chains?
little castle and shit. Like
If you never went to that school and seen it now, you'd think it was a prison. Probably.
Can you imagine being the guy like, all right, we got to put a school in this community? Oh, well, there's an abandoned
it was
prison
right next to Central High School, right next to a high school. Like you can go up this little hill and there's the high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck, you probably loved that.
Yeah, that was cool.
I remember I asked you, but I forget what you said. Did you ever know Floyd Mayweather growing up in Michigan? Did you ever?
No, I never met him.
Never met him?
Nope.
Where's he from in Michigan?
I think Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids. Yeah. That's where the hockey team is.
Yeah, he's in like Grand Rapids.
You ever been to Michigan?
No, have you?
It's crazy, man. I've been to 4 or 5 Tigers games for when we were up in Windsor.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know, man. Just even walking around, it just feels weird.
Why
you know
does it
what I
feel
mean?
weird?
I don't know. Downtown's like in that core where the field is, and there's restaurants and shit. It's super fucking nice. And then just like randomly down some random roads, it's like not nice at all. And then it's like goes back to nice. It's just like people are rolling around with music like with their tops down, like on full blast. They don't give a shit. Like nobody cares. You know what I mean? It's just like it's just weird. It's just different, right? So like if we're going from downtown Halifax, where people are like, hey buddy, how's it going? To people just doing their own thing. You know what I mean? In a busy ass spot. It's crazy.
I come from that era where they had the loud music.
I love it.
Yeah.
I was Shazamming and shit.
My first truck I had like 315s in it.
What does that mean? 315?
Just pumping.
Just speakers, just man rattling the block.
Don't even know what song it is.
Had
You
the
just hear
6x9 highs in there screaming like sound like a concert in my truck. And I had the speakers in the fiberglass.
I love that.
It was just in it like it came with headphones.
It's still like that there.
You put your headphones on.
Yeah.
My mom used to be like, "Boy, you gonna be deaf as hell one day."
What?
That's a good question. First paycheck. What did you do with your first paycheck?
What did I do with my first paycheck?
I'm trying to tell you, that's for sure.
What did I do? I think I went and got a car.
What kind of car?
Why wouldn't you?
What was my first NBA car?
My first NBA car.
Bentley.
Ooh.
What color?
Silver. Had platinum.
What color interior?
It was black.
Ooh.
Did you have your front window tinted?
No tint.
Maybe you can get to that point around here where you can just be the guy with the front window tinted. That'd be hype, eh?
Do you remember your first summer going back after your first NBA season? Do you remember going back to Michigan at all?
Yeah, I had a coming back home party. That's when I had Lil Wayne them in Florida.
That was that.
Yeah, that was my coming home party. Yeah, we had a concert.
Were they still the Hot Boys back then?
Yeah,
or
it was the Hot Boys.
The Hot Boys.
Yeah.
It's a milestone.
Yeah, that's a milestone.
Yeah, no, Lil Wayne's coming, but I remember hearing that in the first podcast, man. I was so hyped about that. I was just so inspired at the end of it, too, because you went right through from the beginning, right through your whole story, right?
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
When you came here for when you played for the Rain Men, did guys on the team just ask you these exact same questions? Like, because you played in the NBA. Not a lot of guys on that team did.
Yeah, Rodney Buford did.
Did he? Mm-hmm. Well, not, you know what I mean? Like most of the guys. Yeah, but you played at a higher level than most of the guys.
Oh, yeah. The stories. Of course they want to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I told them all that. Yeah, I told them everything.
Stories are the best part, man.
Of course.
Yeah. I told
do everything for the story.
Everything. Raw and uncut. They ain't gonna hear no better from nobody else, but from what they gonna
through
get
your eyes.
From how they gonna get it from me, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you ever came to Halifax? What you thought of it?
Yeah, I mean, I can adjust right to anything, right? Because I'm humble, right? So I don't need all that, but I mean, it was cool. Yeah. I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Who was the guy that played on the Rain Men? He was Jay-Z's friend. He passed away. And he's in a song. What does he say? He goes,
oh yeah, I remember him.
He said, finish your breakfast.
He was cool with Anthony Mason.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I can't remember his name though.
It'll come later.
Yeah, he was good friends with Jay-Z, and he was like in a song. He's like, yeah. But then he passed away. I forget the guy's name though. He played like 2 or 3 seasons in there.
Big light-skinned guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't give his name.
Anyways, so what's up now? What's new in the life now?
Oh man, waiting on my son to come out.
Is it any minute type shit or
Getting married on the 14th.
You're getting married this February?
Yeah, February.
Valentine's
At
Day?
the house.
At the house?
Yeah.
You just invited me?
Yeah. Still invited. You know that.
We'll bring the film crew. We'll film everything.
Yeah, we might do a remarriage out on the beach or something like that on the next. You know what I'm saying?
just you guys?
That's sick, man. I remember you telling me this last time, so that's sick. Congratulations.
Yeah,
and the baby's due in June?
Yeah, June 8th or something like that.
Is he going to be a basketball player? Is he going to the NBA?
Oh yeah, hopefully.
Or is it a he?
Yeah, it's a he.
It's a he. You got the
Louis.
Louis.
Yeah,
Louis Robinson.
Named after my mother, Louise.
Louise.
That's actually unreal.
Louis Robinson. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does got a nice jingle to it, eh?
What's that?
What'd you say?
What'd you say?
I said it got a nice jingle to it.
Oh, yeah.
Louis Robinson.
Well, right on, man. That's sick.
Yeah.
What about Newbridge? How's the things going over there?
Oh, shit, man, that's a done deal.
Done deal?
Yeah, they shut it down.
They did they?
Yeah, man.
We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
Oh, of course we can.
All right.
What do you mean done
know
deal?
me.
Well, I don't know.
Shut
You
the
tell me
program
what
down?
happened.
I mean, if we was driving up the road, me and my fiance, and she read me an email and was like, "Oh, Trevor shut the program down." I was like, "The basketball program?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "He didn't say why."
How did she find out?
Email.
Oh.
He sent her an email.
How did you say, hey, what's up? We're shutting the basketball program down. Peace.
30. I think it was just 30 days before school.
Really?
Yeah,
Jesus.
he just didn't get it though. Like the vision. Like he didn't. He just kept trying to think of ways to come up with money for the program.
I see what you're saying.
It's like, how can that be the reason? Money can't be money. You got money. It's a private school. You know, I know what they paying here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it did just would have bought a new bus and like just a little like that coach bus. Yeah,
Like a nice one, like a luxury one?
Yeah, I'm sure it's luxury.
Oh.
So that
sucks.
Yeah, that's my program right there. That bus you riding around on. Could have made a, you know,
Better luck it.
yeah. Like he didn't see the vision. Like he could have done something special there.
So then what's new? What's the next thing now?
Oh no, I'm just training now.
Training now?
Yep, training kids right now until I get another coaching opportunity, which will happen, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Over the summer, I'll be here working and grinding, and it'll happen.
Imagine you get good interest for the training, right? Having done it all the hard way.
Right now, I got a 5th grader who's out shooting 14-year-olds.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's like
We
you
call
at a
him
young
buckets.
age.
Wow, man. What a name.
Yeah, and then
Buckets.
I got to get on my older kids. They can't let that happen. Just from a competitive point, if I'm 14, I'm not letting a 10-year-old outshoot me.
Hey, you don't want to lose to your little sister, right?
You know, that little kid focused. That's all that means.
Yeah.
He's supposed to do that.
He's like you.
Just from his point, you know what I'm saying. As I'm giving direction, as the training is going on, because it's more of vocal training. It's not really training. It's more of I'm gonna fix your game and what you need to have in your game.
Would you rather coach at that age, or would you rather coach like a SMU or a DAL or like an AUS?
I don't think it matters.
No, it doesn't matter?
because the instruction is it applies to all ages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I can have an 8-year-old working out with a 15-year-old or a 16-year-old, because the instruction is the same as it's going to be for the 8-year-old as the 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way up. The instruction is the same.
Should be.
For all ages.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the fundamentals you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Well, it's interesting
The
because
same thing I'm going to tell my 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Same thing I'm going to tell my 8-year-old. It's the same instruction.
You just might go about it a little differently, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting.
And we're
'cause
all working on the same thing. It doesn't matter what position you play.
Yeah.
We're working on the same thing.
Well, it's interesting for a guy like you that has all the skill in the world. Like you can't teach that to someone because that's a God-given ability.
I play all positions, like, you know what I'm saying, 1 through 5.
I was just gonna ask
coming
that.
up in basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I know the whole floor. Like, you have to be able, like, just because you're a guard don't mean you can't post up.
You're limiting yourself then
Because
too.
you're a center don't mean you can't shoot a 3-pointer.
Well, it sounds like that's what today's NBA is. It sounds like guys that are a big man can't shoot a 3.
Yeah, it's changing though. Like
Shaq.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like you have to teach it and train it to them.
What do you think about the state of the NBA right now?
I love the league.
You think it's exciting, the 3-point shooting?
I mean, my team is the Warriors, so I'm loving my 3-point shooting right now. So
have you always been a Warriors?
Missing, huh?
Have you always been a Warriors
because I like
guy?
KD. I just like the style. I'm a West Coast guy, offensively. Like I like the run and gun. I was a Magic, Showtime Laker fan. Run and gun. That's my style of basketball. So.
They just beat the Lakers yesterday at Golden State, or 2 days ago.
Yeah.
LeBron's hurt right now.
Yeah.
So's Lonzo Ball. Do you like him, Lonzo Ball?
Man, listen. I need to do a service announcement to all the basketball players. Stop wearing low top tennis shoes on the basketball court. Please.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Stop it. They're twisting ankles. Did you see Ball? You're not gonna do that. Did you see what happened to Ball?
I didn't see.
Nothing happened. He passed the ball in the air and jumped and came down and twisted his ankle.
No ankle support.
Because he got low tops on.
So you got to wear high tops.
Yes, you need support.
Man, I need to wear high tops just walking.
Stop trying to be cute on the court. Put on high tops.
What kind of shoes did you wear when you played?
All Jordans are high tops.
All Jordan high tops?
Yeah.
Did you just get any pair anytime?
No, it got to be a specific pair though that cover the ankle up because he make a lot of low tops too now though, but they're more for style though, like not for the court.
Shoot around.
Like what's the rookie for the Knicks? He twisted his ankle. Pumas. He's wearing Pumas. You know damn well that ain't no basketball.
Running shoes.
Pumas.
But I bet he's doing it for the paycheck.
Of course.
Puma.
It's interesting. Like, man, guys will do it for the paycheck.
Twisted his ankle.
Could ruin his career.
No ankle
He might as well
support.
be wearing Crocs.
If you wanted to get a new pair of shoes every single game, could you? Like that every game?
Yeah.
How many?
If you had, like I was with Jordan. I wasn't with Jordan, but we had ways around that. So I had me some Jordans every game, right?
But did you wear new shoes every game, or did you like?
Because you want that new fresh feeling, right? Because you got 82 games, so it's not even more about it's a new pair of shoes. It's more for the comfort.
Safety of your limbs.
Yeah, it's the comfort. You want to feel new. You want to feel fresh. We got over 100 games. You ain't finna wear no flat ran down shoes. You want that comfort feeling, right? You want that fresh feel. So yeah, new shoes every game.
Fuck yeah, man. That's
especially and most players give them away. So yeah,
who do they give them to? Like family, friends,
give them away. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, have you kept any of your pairs from over the years?
Well, the way I had to do mine, I had to hold on to mine for a little longer. But I didn't want to come in like that. So when I worked it out to where I was able to give them away. But yeah, that's what you do. You get that shit away.
What about socks? You have fresh socks every game?
Yeah, every game.
So every game you just throw the socks out?
Yeah, I don't know what they do with them. Maybe I don't even know.
How many pairs of socks do you wear with your shoes when you play? 2. Because I know some guys wear like 3, 4.
Yeah, I wear a size up.
What's the point of wearing 2?
Just comfort.
Comfort?
Just to feel good, cushioning. Yeah.
Coming down, up and down all the time on that shit, man. You need as much cushion as you can get.
You know what I'm saying? You got feet.
And your knees too, man.
You want them feet hurt. That's why I don't know how they played back in the day. Them Chuck Taylors with no man. What?
Oh, yeah.
Chuck Taylors? How y'all hooping?
They got all kinds of ankle support. What do you mean?
Right.
Here's another question. How do you feel about the guys wearing really short shorts in the NBA now? It's going up past the knee. It's up to here now.
Stop that shit, bro.
So how would you do in the NBA if you were in the NBA right now?
I'm fined every game. I'm going to the there's tailors in this world that can make them same shorts. I go get mine made longer. I ain't wearing that short shit. You got to find me every game.
I'm wearing that short shit.
That's ridiculous. It's getting crazy.
Especially
in
college.
Even when they going to work out in the gym, they short. I'm like, nah, something ain't right.
You squat the wrong way and something popping out, right?
LeBron wasn't even wearing.
I got on somebody on social media the other day. I said, why you got them last shorts? And you know what he told me? I got to be able to move.
Oh,
I didn't even respond to that. You don't get no response for saying something as stupid as that.
Did you see LeBron? LeBron wasn't even wearing shorts. He was wearing the spandex, and he wore a long T-shirt, down to here.
No, there's something different. No.
I seen him walking with a glass of wine. Why are we talking about that? Walked right underneath with a glass of wine.
Yeah, I know.
I love that shit.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it.
He walked into the game. When the players walk into the game, the cameras are there. Walking into the game.
Underneath.
He had a glass of wine with him walking into the game. Yeah, any comment?
Wow, I'll have to go look this.
Seriously, man. He just walked in. He just whatever. Cameras are on him. He's just like
having a glass of wine.
Look that up, man.
You want to talk about above the law?
The king, man.
They don't call him that for
That's what they
nothing.
call him.
Yeah. Get him his wine. He's probably wearing slippers too.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Question about getting the shoes. So do you have to let the trainer know the day before? Be like, all right, here's what I want tomorrow. Do you request the shoe, the color?
I think the company is more like, because I think the standard NBA contract comes with the Nike deal. I think.
Does it?
I think so.
But like how?
But I think the company sends you your shoes, so I don't think it don't have nothing to do with your team.
Yeah, but hypothetical. Let's say you have a road trip and you have a game in.
Oh yeah, the
Denver.
equipment manager. Yeah. You get them to him to pack for you. Yeah.
So, but would Nike send the shoes to Denver, or would Nike send the shoes to Chicago, and then you bring all the shoes on the road trip?
Yeah,
like,
I think it works both ways.
I was gonna say, like, you can't pack 10 pairs of shoes in your bag,
right,
for like 10 games.
The equipment manager, he put all that stuff.
They probably got a whole bag of shoes, man.
Yeah, I think it depends on how you structure it yourself with the guy.
So when you show up to the rink, is everything laid out?
There's been times where I just come to the game with my shoes
on.
No, like just carry them in, right?
Can't wear them outside.
So like they get delivered to like the hotel, and then you just bring them from the hotel to the game, or like the trainer gives them to you at the hotel.
No, you get them yourself.
What do you mean you get, like, how does,
like at first, like when I first was in the NBA, right? That's what I used to do. I used to go to the mall and buy my Jordans.
Oh,
like I used to buy them, like just buy 100, 200 pair. Oh my God. These got to last me for the season because I'm not wearing them every game. But you may get 2-3 games out of them.
You wear them for practice and shit too, or you switch that? You switch it up.
Practice too, so yeah. Well, in practice too.
Fuck, that's up bad.
What was your pregame ritual?
Practicing every day, so
true.
Yeah.
Pregame ritual. Did you have like a grilled cheese sandwich or anything like that?
No, I ate whatever. So one time in the playoffs, we got in trouble and shit. We was not in the playoffs, but we was playing in Boston, and like, cause we like we do this all the time, where like you get to the arena, you send somebody out to get some food, right? So we sent the guy out for McDonald's. And what's crazy, and we got smacked that game, right?
You think?
And for some reason, I don't know how it got back to whoever it got to, but they were like announcing everybody's order, like of what people got. Derek Coleman ordered this. Baron Davis had this. Eddie Robinson had this. Like it was like crazy, like amounts of McDonald's.
Did you get fined?
I think we were in. Huh?
Did you get fined?
We didn't get fined, and then Coach chewed us out for that shit though.
Boys are just feeling like shit.
Chewed us out. I guess once he watched the game live, they said it on there. For us to like, go over the game or whatever. Like
no one would have said shit if they won.
It on there, like the announcers and all that.
Oh, the announcers said.
Yeah, the people that was doing the game.
See, that's the problem with people that linger around the dressing room.
Yeah.
People, because that's how that stuff gets out.
The ball boys. Yeah, they get paid. Yeah, the ball boys make good money.
But they talk.
Because you pay them to do stuff for you.
So you're paying them to keep they pay them to keep an eye on you.
Go get a coffee. No, not such as that, but just to get little shit for you that you may need before the game, like coffee. You give them $20, $30.
But how do you think it got out to the announcers that you had McDonald's?
I mean, probably, I don't know.
See, that's the thing. There's people that linger around the dressing room, and then that stuff gets out.
I mean, because it's not a secret.
Somebody else is paying them.
It's not a secret, right? We're like eating that shit like right in the locker room. Like it's not a secret. You know what I mean? And it's not like, okay, look, we trying to sneak McDonald's in. No,
that's how I pictured it.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't like that. It was like, somebody just probably saw the McDonald's and shit we had.
So did you know? You obviously didn't know then that he was gonna chew you out for eating McDonald's. You guys just did your thing and fucking.
Yeah, because it was before the game.
Yeah. And I get it. Believe me.
Game, right?
McDonald's
right before the game, like you're in your jersey and shoes, like you're getting ready to go out.
Yeah, like right before the game.
I was gonna say something.
Cheeseburgers and fries.
About the trainer, you said.
Only because we lost, he said something though. If we would have won, he wouldn't have said nothing.
I can't remember.
What were you gonna say?
I can't remember, man. I'm listening to him. It's fucking hilarious.
Playing in Boston must have been cool. The Garden.
Oh yeah, the Garden was lovely.
Lovely.
A lot of the gyms are nice.
You ever get booed and shit?
We ever get booed? I don't think so.
How early do you have to show up to a game? Like 2 hours before, hour and a half, hour?
An hour and a half, 2 hours.
What do you do? Do you stretch? Do you get the band? Do you get rubbed down? Do you get taped up?
Because the younger guys, they want y'all to come in and get out the way. So when the veterans come in, they can go right through their routine. Because you can't all be on the court taking shots at the same time, right? So the younger guys.
Like an unwritten rule type shit.
You need more preparation anyway, right? So you're going to be there early, getting your work in, getting out the way.
You ever get annoyed of the
getting out the way?
You ever get annoyed of the cheerleaders on the like? I know cheerleaders are on the court practicing during pre-warm up. Do you ever get annoyed of that?
No,
because they got in the way.
No, that's eye candy.
Yeah, I guess it makes you work. I guess it does make you work harder. Stats show.
Candy, so no.
No, all right, fair enough. But I remember who said that. Ray Allen said that. He's like, man, because he's obviously the best 3-point shooter of all time. Well, soon he's going to be
Now,
passed.
if you're distracted by them during the game, now that's something different.
Yeah,
I would
your
be-
mind's
Like,
elsewhere
come on,
anyway,
come on,
right?
you should be used to that by now, especially if you played in high school.
Yeah.
You got cheerleaders. College, you got cheerleaders.
Tell me,
High school would be even more distracting too.
Right?
tell me the truth. In the NBA, did any of the players with the cheerleaders?
I mean, I'm pretty sure. That
Yeah.
happened.
Do you know for sure?
What's the kid?
What's the kid?
Is it Tyreek Evans?
I don't know.
Tyreek Evans.
I don't know. He says.
I think Tyreek Evans married a cheerleader,
No.
and you know she got fired and they traded him. I think so.
I was just gonna say, imagine she was a cheerleader. They got
You may
married and
have
then
to
he got
Google
traded.
Tyreek Evans and then look into that. But I think that situation may have happened with him.
I know guys. I know of guys that married their billet family's like sister.
Yeah, they don't want you messing with. You know, I don't know why, but
No shit where
I
you
mean,
eat.
it's like, huh?
No shit where you eat.
Shit, I'm pretty sure.
The Miami head coach married a cheerleader from the Miami Heat. Like married a cheerleader.
They're hot girls.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
That's what they're there for a reason. Not for that reason, but I mean, this is the world we live in. Why would there
Sex
be a
sells.
rule? Yeah, why would there be a rule to that?
Especially where they're cheering for you and your team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's way better.
Where were the best?
She's not going to be more distracted than a heckler that's screaming and yelling at you, right?
There's tons of them.
And be quiet.
Where were the best cheerleaders at? Oh, you got a wife. You don't have to answer.
I'm gonna answer. What you mean?
Where are the best cheerleaders at?
Miami,
Miami.
of course. New York,
No, I'm gonna answer.
Sacramento.
Sacramento. That's a place you don't hear of too often. Sacramento.
Miami's definitely
man.
Miami.
You can ask me anything.
Where's the best place to go like 2 days before you play? Like if you want to be in a city just to chill out for 2 days, where would you want to be?
Somewhere warm, exactly.
So Miami.
Gotta be somewhere warm. Orlando's nice.
Orlando.
It's pretty warm there.
You ever go to Disneyland?
Yeah.
I've never been.
I've never been to like where the characters are at though. Right? You know what I'm talking about?
He went to the parks.
I've never been.
We
I don't
going,
know.
though?
The rides.
There's Disneyland,
Disney World.
Disney World,
Fuck
Walt
knows, Disney movies.
Oh, that's the guy. I have no
Universal
idea.
Studios.
Universal Studios. That's the one with the no characters.
Yeah.
That's the
Walt
rides.
Disney, Disneyland. They
I'm
have.
talking about the one with the characters. They run up on you, Mickey Mouse and all them. Yeah, we ain't been there yet. We going though.
We going though. They run up on you.
I've heard Walt Disney or Disneyland's great for even like adults. Like you can have fun if you're
all
in
entertainment. It's a family thing, right? So yeah.
Disney dollars.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I would love
Get your
Disneyland,
playbook.
man. I can get on all the rides
Look
now.
out
Get a checkbook
for
out.
that trip.
Yeah, seriously.
If you wanted to go back to Chicago now, do you think you could get tickets to go into a game? Like, do they have the same head office?
No, my alumni would be with the Hornets, right?
The Hornets.
I have to let them know ahead of time if I want to attend the game, and I got tickets. Yeah.
They get you a box.
Yeah. Huh?
They get you up top in the box.
I'm not sure what the tickets would be, but
You don't care anyway.
yeah, I mean, they probably won't be getting a call from me, but
Yeah.
I'm here, right? Most of the time.
Did you see what happened again with the guy from New York, not Charles Barkley? Remember he got kicked out by the security guard? Oakley.
Yeah.
Did you ever play against Oakley?
I played with Oakley
With Oakley.
in Chicago.
Oh man.
That's my man.
What's he like as a guy?
He cool, man.
Is he?
He like he one of them. He one of them real dudes. He ain't gonna play around with it.
What did he do?
You never saw that video?
I probably did. I just don't remember.
I think the owner didn't want him in the building.
And he had security kick him out, and Oakley tried
He
to
was
fight
supposed to have. I
security.
think he was supposed to have a ticket for him or something, and they ain't have a ticket for him.
So he came back in.
So he bought his own ticket.
And he wasn't happy.
You know what I'm saying? So it was
Especially at that
ironic
moment.
though how he did it though, because he was able to get a ticket to where I guess the guy was like right there.
He was courtside, yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure the guy turned around and said, well, how the hell did Oakley get in here? Didn't I tell y'all not to let who let Charles Oakley in here? You're fired. Oh, you getting fired. I told you not to. Whoever at that ticket counter and who let Charles Oakley buy a ticket to come in here.
He just straight up.
They
bought
probably
a
ain't want
ticket.
no smoke with, okay, Mr. Oakley, we know what you about. Here you go. And guess what? I did you a favor. I put you close to Mr. Such and Such.
You never saw that video?
No, man, I
Oh
don't
man,
think.
so it's one guy, Oakley. He's massive.
Yeah.
Probably 5 security guards tried to tackle him, and he was like, "Fuck!" And then punches were thrown. It was nuts. The game was
man.
going. The game was being played. The game stopped because the whole Madison Square Garden was looking at this one. Nuts.
Oh no, I won't tote you on him being real then.
Who's one of your favorite teammates? Is he one of your favorite teammates?
Yeah, that's why I was my dude. He go ride or die for you, man. That's Oakley, bro.
That's I gotta look. I gotta see that.
Nobody want no smoke with that dude.
No smoke.
He's one of them guys you want on your side. Eh?
Absolutely. We're coming up on an hour here.
Just like
do you have any questions you want to ask?
Buddy, I'm just rolling with the times right now.
No. Back to the original story. We was talking about me and my first time getting on the jet, right?
Oh, okay. We'll go back to that.
This week we going to the flood thing, right? So
full circle.
We get on this little plane. I'm like, man, this thing's small, and it was so fast, right? It was like, I was like, what? I'm expecting it to be like, the slow takeoff on the regular
commercial
plane, right?
Yeah.
No, we got to the sky quick. I was like, what? That was crazy. So I was like, man, I didn't know they went that fast like that and get up that quick like that. Like, that was mind.
Real planes are
probably mind blowing.
Garbage for you now.
I'm talking about quick to the sky, quick. Then we get to then we can only get in so far because it's flooded, right? So then after that experience, we have to get in the Hummers. We have to get in the Hummers and drive to the Army base and then take a helicopter from there over to where we was going. So I got a jet and then a helicopter, a military helicopter.
One day.
And I'm thinking what the, you know what I'm saying? How is this going to take off? It just lift straight up in the air, right? I was like, what the?
Is that your first time on a helicopter?
Of course, yeah.
Is it your only time?
My first time and only time. I've never been in one again. And it just lifted straight up in the air fast,
fuck, man, that's a hell of a day.
I didn't think it would I didn't even think it would take off that fast, go up that quick like that. And then it linked forward and then just and
that's fucked.
What the fuck?
And did you fly over all the flooded
we flew
areas?
over the flood and then we landed by, I forgot the name of the high school. That's what most of the people were at.
Do you land on the roof?
Passing out food. No, we landed in the football field.
So that's what you guys were doing, passing out food and shit, eh?
Yeah, passing out food.
You always see that, man, the pros helping out hometowns and places in crises, man. It's one of the best things ever.
Our owner bought a bunch of stuff for him.
Who's the owner?
Bob Shin was.
What does he own?
He was the Hornets owner.
Yeah, but what's his business? What is he? How did he make his money?
I don't know. I just know he was the owner.
He just played ball, man.
That's how the relationship with the players. That's how it is. You really don't see them like that.
He's just the owner.
Really don't know nothing about them, but you just know them.
They sign your paychecks,
right? So
yeah,
but he hung out a few times.
How do you get paid in the NBA? Is it check? Is it direct deposit? Is it every
either
2
or.
weeks?
Yeah.
What?
Either or. 15th and 30th.
Is it every 2 weeks? Yeah. Just like regular
15th
people.
and 30th.
See, that's what people mistake, right? They always think, pro athletes get their check all at once.
It's prorated. Nah,
it ain't like that.
Prorated. You get paid per game.
You think
It's
LeBron
prorated.
getting his check up
when
front?
you sign that money, you don't just get all that.
No.
You got to play them games first, and then that's what it add up to.
Yeah.
Over the years.
A cell phone contract.
Yeah, you don't get all that money like that at once.
But you get your per diem and all that shit, right? So they take care of your meals, and you got money on the road and shit. So it's not like you have to spend your money, but you don't get it all at once, right?
No.
That's what people think all the time.
You get, it get broken down to monthly.
You imagine LeBron cashing in his check in one spot?
You ain't that $100 million you signed it for. You go get it, but you ain't gonna get all that after taxes. You gonna get about half of that. 48% of it's gone anyway on taxes. So it ain't even $100 million no more. Yeah, Canada's 52%. Nobody want to play with them Raptors.
The Raptors are getting paid in American though.
No,
they get paid Canadian dollars.
Yes,
it's in Canada.
You in Canada, man. How you gonna get? Well, I thought like me working here, but I want American money.
Yeah,
no,
but the
you
NBA,
get paid Canadian.
The NBA is an American company.
They're based in Toronto. They live here.
That's where all their money comes from, right? Their revenue's based on.
Is it like that in the NHL?
Money. Definitely.
Bro,
that's why the Canadian markets are the biggest, right? Makes sense.
Yeah,
in hockey,
52% of NBA contracts.
Wow.
Trust me, I know.
Trust me, I know.
All right then.
52%.
Eddie, man, thank you for coming out. I always love talking to you.
Oh yeah, I love it being here.
Oh fuck yeah.
Happy New Year to everybody.
Well, yeah, this is your minute, so if you want to,
I
send out wedding invitations through this if you want. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll get to February 24th. 14th, I mean. I said 24th.
You better not show up on the 24th, not the 14th.
Special invite only.
Oh, shit.
That's it. And, I encourage the parents to, get with my training. You know how to get with me on Instagram. fifth graders beating the older kids. I love to see that. They're focused. Yeah, so that's it.
All right. Well, thanks for coming out once again, dudes.
Oh,
Everyone listening, thank you for supporting. If you could do me a favor, go to all of our social media outlets, like, subscribe, comment. That's all I got to say. We're out.
Peace.